I'm here with Greenpeace. We've had an amazing response. I love being here because I find people here are very compassionate, they're very aware of what's going on in the environment, and that's the kind of people that we want on board with Greenpeace. You know, we're the ones that are the future, we're the ones that are going to make changes. So it's been a huge positive response, and I've really enjoyed it. I've made loads of friends here, and it's been amazing to be around people that are like-minded. Well, our 4 biggest campaigns are we focus on the rainforests, the oceans, the Arctic, as well as introducing renewable energies and bringing an end to fossil fuels. Our biggest campaign at the moment is air pollution. We're trying to highlight, you know, how bad air pollution is. I mean, 40,000 people in the UK die every single year from air pollution, you know, asthmatic problems and respiratory diseases. So we're trying to highlight these problems and get, you know, David Cameron and the government to kind of introduce sort of a clean air ban around London, you know, and introduce sort of more measures to kind of make air pollution better, because, you know, children especially, their lungs are developing and they're the ones that get affected the most, and it will affect them for the rest of their lives, and we think that that's unfair on children. We want to do something about that.
Now, you live in the city yourself, you told me earlier on. How do you find that, being in a polluted part of the city yourself?
Well, I mean, I notice it. They say one day in London is equivalent to smoking 15 cigarettes, which I think is terrible, because I take really good care of my health. You know, I eat really well, I exercise, but then there's toxic air. There's nothing I can do about that on a personal level, an individual level. So I think it's really good that Greenpeace are out there highlighting these problems and, you know, getting people to talk about it, get people to sign petitions, and get the government to know that the people want, you know, something to be done about this.
Now, what have people been most interested in out of all of the issues that Greenpeace supports? Coming here to the Wellbeing Festival, what's really brought people's attention?
Definitely the rainforests. 80% of that has been cut down. People get really quite shocked when I tell them about that. Also the oceans. I think the rainforests and the oceans play a big part in people's lives. You know, people love animals, they love marine life. And those are 2 areas where we get our clean oxygen from, basically 50% from the oceans, 50% from the rainforest. So people are really, you know, in tune and really care about those 2 areas. And we're doing big work with regards to both of them. So we're getting a huge positive response.
Now, on a personal level, have you been going out and exploring any of the therapies, any of the treatments, any of the meditations here?
Yeah, I mean, I got colour therapy done, which was amazing. They basically took my date of birth and they were able to tell me what my soul colour is. One of the guys did like a Reiki sort of healing on me, which was amazing. A few of my friends have been playing on the free stage, bands and stuff. Also, my friend does sound healing with the gong bath. So I've been able to partake in all of that, which has been so great.
So if people are watching for the first time and they don't know about the Wellbeing Festival, what would you say to them?
I'd say that it's an amazing experience. Not only are you learning ways to make, you know, your mind, body and spirit to be more healthier, it's also a great way to learn so much about different areas, about different healing techniques, about things that you can do on an individual basis at home. And it's just amazing being around like-minded people. I mean, I've made so many friends here, so it's just an amazing experience, and it's just like a community, which is great.